Oh, hi there. Thanks for coming back. Now we're going to talk about tasting beer. Tasting beer comes down to five separate components. There's appearance, aroma, taste, mouthfeel, and finish. Today we're going to use our core four beers to illustrate these points. First thing you want to look at is appearance, which is really made up of color and clarity. So as you can see, we have four different styles of beers here, and they range all the way from a very clear lager all the way into a very dark lager and everywhere in between. First thing you want to do is determine how clear, how actually clear every single beer is. After you've determined that, you want to move on to the aroma. The aroma is what sets the palate. Every single time you taste food, you taste beer, you want to smell them, and you want to actually anticipate what's coming through in that beer. So for your lagers, you're going to get something more traditional kind of beer flavor. You're going to get very light components, some grassy notes. You're going to get some floral notes. For your IPAs, you're going to get a lot more citrus notes, and they can range anywhere in the citrus category. You can get some pine notes in there, but again, those are going to be rather strong. And then when you get to your dark beers, you're actually going to get maybe some more chocolates, maybe some more kind of coffee notes, and some more maltiness in that characteristic. It's a lot more grain forward. Once you've set your palate with your aroma, that's when you taste the beer. The actual taste of the beer should be relatively commensurate with the actual aroma, and you are going to get, again, very clean, crisp flavors from those lagers. You're going to get some sweetness and some bitter complexity from those IPAs. And then from that dark beer, you're really going to see some maltiness, and you could see some bitterness, and you could see some residual sweetness. But again, those are things that you should be looking for. So after while you're actually tasting, that's the fourth component, and it's the mouthfeel. You should be also thinking about how the carbonation levels affect that actual mouthfeel. You want to know if there are any adjuncts in that beer actually creating more complexity to it. Again, this is going to be closest to your champagne. This is going to be as thick a beer as you're going to probably find out there. So it's very important that you actually key in on that mouthfeel as well. And the last thing that you need to be focused on is the finish. And the finish, you need to figure out, is that going to be a short finish? Is it going to be a long finish? What is those aftertaste components? They can be complex and they can change as you actually just let it sit there for a little bit. So also key in on what those are. But if you have those five components to tasting beer, anytime you pick up a beer, you're going to be able to key in on all the great components that make up a truly wonderful beer.